So the verb that we will learn today is the ter verb. Many times you have seen in the apresenta song that we are using eu tenho. For example, eu tenho 20 anos. I am 20 years old. Or ele tem 50 anos. He is 50 years old. So this is the ter verb. The ter verb actually means to have. So we can use it for possession. For example, eu tenho uma aula de português. I have a class of Portuguese. So I have a class of Portuguese. We're talking about possession. Ele tem uma casa grande. He has a big house. Ele tem uma casa grande. Okay. And we can also use this verb to talk about age. For example, ela tem 5 anos. She is 5 years old. Right? We have read sentences like this. Eu tenho 20 anos. I am 20 years old. So, in this way, the ter verb can be used to talk about possession, belonging or possession, basically. And we exceptionally use this word to talk about age also in Portuguese. In English, we say I am 20 years old, but in Portuguese, we actually say I have 20 years to talk about age. So today we will read the conjugation of this word. Conjugation of the ter verb. So we'll come to a similar table that we do. So first subject is eu, tu, você, ele, ela, nós, vocês, eles, elas. So the first one is eu tenho. I have. Eu tenho. With tu, it becomes tens. Tu tens. You have informal. तुम्हारे पास है. Like that. Você tem means you have, but this is formal. आपके पास है. Ele, ela, same conjugation, tem. He has or she has. Nós temos. We have. Nós temos. Vocês têm. It comes with an accent. Just a second. Vocês têm. Okay. And eles, elas also têm. Now this word can be called as têm, or it can also be called as têm, with the sound of ein being doubled. Têm. So there are two ways in which we can pronounce this. First is têm, and second is têm. Now, if you want to pronounce this as têm, then what is the difference between this one and this one? Let's understand. This one does not have the accent to circumflexion like this one. The one in the green, okay, the conjugation for vocês, that has an accent to circumflexion. And what is the job of this accent?
Stress on this hey e.
No, it's the opposite.
Okay.
This circumflexion. What is the role of this accent? Anyone?
Give the close sound.
Yes, muito bem. This gives the closed sound to the vowel. किसी भी vowel के ऊपर ये आता है तो उस vowel के sound को ये क्लोज कर देता है, शॉर्ट कर देता है, यानी हम ज्यादातर मुंह बंद करके इसको प्रोनाउंस करते हैं, मुंह को ज्यादा नहीं खोलना है इस वॉवल में. So the difference between these two conjugations, see, with você it is tem, tem. With vocês it is tem, tem. Você tem, vocês têm. Once again, você tem, vocês têm. Tem, têm. Once again, tem, têm. So in the conjugation of vocês, we are actually shortening the sound of the vowel têm. And in conjugation of você, it's a normal sound tem, tem, têm, tem, têm. This is the difference. Okay. So let us come to the complete conjugation. With eu, it is tenho, tu tens, você tem, ele, ela tem, nós temos, vocês, eles, elas têm. Let's look at the conjugation once again. Eu tenho, tu tens, você, ele, ela tem, nós temos, vocês, eles, elas têm. And this last conjugation têm can also be told as têm. ऐं साउंड को डबल कर देते हैं, तैं, ऐसे भी बोल सकते हैं इसको, क्योंकि ये कंफ्यूजन क्रिएट करता है दूसरे कंजुगेशन के साथ, तो इसको हम डबल ऐं देके सेपरेटली अच्छे से अलग से प्रोनाउंस कर सकते हैं, लाइक तैं. लेट अस लुक एट सम सेंटेंस फॉर्मेशंस. Eu tenho 12 estudantes na aula. I have 12 students in the class. Yes, Bushra, question?
Yeah, ma'am, when we use tayai,
Which one?
tayai, you are saying the voices Elis, Elas are tai, and other word is tayai too. So
Yes,
when it is used,
word.
when it
Same.
is used,
This same word can be pronounced as tanyai as well. The same
Okay.
word that we are calling it tai, the same word we can call it tanyai also. Got it?
किसके साथ हम इस्तेमाल करेंगे उसको, मतलब दोनों में से एक इस्तेमाल करेंगे.
देखो, word same है, the word is the same, we can pronounce it differently. So the
मतलब if we use either of the tayai or time, so both are correct, it means.
exactly.
Okay.
So you can use any one of these sounds, whatever you feel more comfortable in.
Okay.
That is why we have another sound, because this is confusing. This is a little bit confusing, tei and tai. That is why we have another sound for this. We have tai. So it's not a separate word. It is the same word, but we are pronouncing it as tai. Any one pronunciation, whichever feels more suitable, more convenient for you, you can pick up that sound and you can learn it accordingly. So let's look at some examples. Eu tenho 12 estudantes na aula. I have 12 students in the class. Let's say, tu tens uma caneta. Do you have a pen? Tu tens uma caneta. Or we can simply say, tens uma caneta. See, for all these words, we can remove the subjects. Because if I use the word tenho, it can only have one meaning. That is, I have. It cannot mean you have or she has. It can only mean I have. That's why we don't need the subject here. Similarly, I can remove the subject from here also. I can simply say, tens uma caneta. तुम्हारे पास पेन है? Do you have a pen? Informal. Tens uma caneta. Similarly, let's say você. With você, we have to use the subject. I'll tell you why. Você tem tempo? Do you have time? Você tem tempo? Excuse me. Now with você, it is important to use the subject. We cannot just say tem tempo, because tem tempo can also mean ele tem tempo or ela tem tempo. So with this conjugation tem, it can be used with você, it can be used with ele or ela. So in that case, we have to use the subject to make sure that it is only with você that we are talking. So sometimes we also skip the subject. Not necessarily we always use the subject você. Sometimes we can skip it when we are directly talking to someone. Like मैं आपसे बात कर रही हूँ, तो मैं simply कह सकती हूँ tem tempo. That will mean do you have time? Because it is very clear that I'm talking to you only. I'm not talking about him or her. So in that case, when we are talking face to face or we are talking about telephone, and I know, I know that I'm talking to you. So there cannot be any other subject. In that case, we can use the sentence without the proper subject. We can just say tem tempo. That will mean you have time. Mostly we have to use the subject because this same conjugation can come with other subjects as well. Then let's say ele tem uma piscina na casa dele. He has a pool or a swimming pool in his house. Casa dele. Dele means his. Okay. Piscina means pool, a swimming pool. Ele tem uma piscina na casa dele. Ela tem 54 anos. She is 54 years old. Nós temos uma família muito bonita. We have a very beautiful family. Nós temos uma família muito bonita. Vocês têm aula hoje? Do you all have class today? You all, vocês, आप सब. Okay. Do you all have class today? Vocês têm a aula hoje? Eles têm uma partida no sábado. The word partida means a match. Okay? कोई किसी game का match, like a cricket match, a football match, that kind of match. Okay. Sábado is Saturday. So they have a match on Saturday. Eles têm uma partida no sábado. So like this, I want you to also form some sentences with the ter verb. That will be your homework. Some sentences meaning you have to form at least one sentence with every conjugation. I will send you this document. You can learn the conjugation and form some sentences with it. It is important that you keep learning every single verb that we do. These are all irregular verbs. Okay. We have already done the regular verbs which follow the formula. But there are a lot of irregular verbs which do not follow the formula. So it is important to memorize the conjugation of these verbs. Otherwise, we will not be able to use the correct conjugation in the sentences because we don't know the formula for this. There is no formula. So we have to learn the specific conjugations. That is why we will take it slow. We will do one verb in every other class and we will try to learn every verb and be comfortable with it. So first, you learn the verb, then you write it down. Okay, whatever you have memorized, you try to write it down. Once you have written it, match it with the document. Have I written it correct or are there any mistakes in it? If there are any mistakes in the complete conjugation, make sure you strike it out and write another complete conjugation, right from A to L. If even if there is one mistake, don't just correct one mistake. Write down the whole conjugation after memorizing once again. Now, once you're perfect in the conjugation part, then make sentences with every conjugation. If you can follow these 3-4 steps, then your knowledge will be completely locked in your mind. You will never forget it. So make sure initially you put a little bit of effort into this. First, learn and memorize orally. Then whatever you have memorized, write it down. Match it with the document with the correct conjugation. If you have any mistakes, then learn the whole conjugation once again and write down the complete conjugation once again. If there are no mistakes, then that's great. Okay. And after doing all of this, once you're sure that you're perfect in the learning part, then make sentences with it. Now there is a verb which is just IR. This is the name of the verb, ir. We call it ir. This means to go. And the conjugation of this verb is very, very different from the original verb. So we will look at the conjugation, but first let us see some usages. Let us see some real life use of this verb. For example, eu vou à escola todos os dias. I go to the school every day. Tu vais à casa dos teus pais. You go to the house of your parents. Você vai ao mercado de manhã? Do you go to the market in the morning? Ele vai com a irmã dele. He goes with his sister. Nós vamos ao supermercado hoje. We go to the supermarket today. Eles vão para ou eles vão ao concerto. They go to the concert. So these are the conjugations of the verb ir, which is very different from the original verb. The original verb is ir, but the conjugation you can see is vou, vais, vai, vão, vamos, vão. Okay, so we'll look at the conjugation in the table as well. Okay, so with eu, it is vou. With tu, it is vais. Você, ele, ela, vai. Nós, vamos. And vocês, eles, elas, vão. Now I drew an extra column because I want you to see the similarity of this verb with the ser verb. If anybody remembers the conjugation of the ser verb, what is the first conjugation of ser with eu?
So
I am, eu sou, right? And with tu?
S.
Yes. This is not similar at all, but yeah, let's just write down the whole conjugation. Then with você, ele, ela?
A.
Yes, again not similar. What is the conjugation with nós?
Somos.
So, okay. And the last one with eles, elas? Yes. São, nasal sound. São. This also matches with vão. So the conjugation of ser and ir are somewhat similar, little bit similar. That is why I put it beside this. Don't get confused. This has no relation with each other. It's just that they are a little bit similar with each other. So the conjugation goes like this. Eu vou, tu vais, você ele ela vai, nós vamos, and vocês eles elas vão. Nasal sound. I want everyone to make at least one sentence with the verb ir. You can pick up any conjugation of your choice and make any one sentence in a chat box. And secondly, your homework will be to make a sentence with every single subject of the conjugation of ir verb. So I'll send you the screenshot of this conjugation and you will make a sentence with every single subject. The homework is clear to everyone? Okay guys, so that's it for today. É tudo para hoje. Muito obrigada, gente. Tchau, tchau. E boa noite.
Boa noite.
Boa noite. Tchau.
Oi,
Tudo. Boa noite.